Good morning. And what a wonderful morning this is. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as the Vacaville High School Symphonic Orchestra, directed by Mr. Andrew Heraut, plays our national anthem. Please be seated. And now, performing our alma mater are the Vacaville High School Choir, directed by Ashley Norman.
In the midst of Vaca Valley, in this land so free, stands a monument resplendent of true liberty. May our hearts and minds be kindled new each passing year. A lamp of truth burn brighter, knowledge dispel fear. Oh, Vaca High School, loud voices sing. Oh, in glad praises and remembrance unto thee we sing. For whatever be our watchword, conquer and prevail. Be faithful, Vaca High we hail. Oh, Vaca High School, loud voices sing. Oh, in thy praises and remembrance unto thee we sing. Vaca High we sing.
Good morning. I am Mr. Adam White, and it is my honor to be principal of Vacaville High School. I am delighted to welcome our graduates, the class of 2022. Along with our family and friends to this Vacaville High School commencement exercise. Among the graduates this morning are our class valedictorians. When I call your name, please move to the seats to the right of the stage. Jesseline Avalos, Alexandra Bullris, Juliana Ernie, Joshua File, Jack Hobbs, Kelsey Hobbs, Alyssa Jariki, Nicole Liddicote, Emily Pell, Shamaleth Perez, Aubrey Rose, Colin Schmutzler, Joseph Thiessen, and Jaden White. Also, please welcome our senior class president, Ella Conley. With me on stage this morning are distinguished guests. Vacaville Unified School District Board President John Jansen. Along with school board members Michael Kitsis, Daniel Santion, Shelley Daly, and Santiago Serrato. Also joining us are school district representatives, Associate Superintendent Ed Santapadre, Assistant Superintendent Kelly Burks, and directors Ali Eads, Ryan Gallus, Manolo Garcia, and Ramiro Barone. Additionally, I would like to welcome uniformed members of the California Highway Patrol, seated on the field here in honor of fellow patrolman Kirk Grease, whose son sits among our graduates. Welcome. We have come together today for the 127th commencement exercise for graduates of Vacaville High School. In 1956, Harold Youngblood, then superintendent, in a letter to the Associated Student Body, urged students to take up the mantle of leadership, stating this quality of character was, at the time, in great demand. If I were to have the privilege of meeting Dr. Youngblood today, I would say to him, let me introduce you to the class of 2022. When I look upon our students, especially this class, I see a group marked by diversity, strong in spirit, who return to this campus after a year like no other, forging ahead to reclaim this rite of passage. To the class of 2022, I thank you. I thank you for your leadership. I thank you for your resolve. I thank you for your joy. I thank you for showing up and showing us what it means to engage in this thing we call school. You have each emerged from the previous 4 years a different person than when you entered the halls of Vacaville High. Each of you has grown in ways you never conceived of, and each is stronger and better for the experience. As you leave our halls and enter the world, I challenge you, keep moving forward, together, undaunted for what lies ahead. Today, we celebrate the 498 individuals who collectively comprised the class of 2022. And now, to present the class history, please welcome to the stage Ella Conley, Senior Class President.
Okay. First speech of the day, let's go. All right, well, first I want to start by thanking all the family, friends, faculty, and of course the class of 2022 for all being here today. It took us 13 years and lots of hard work to receive this piece of paper, and all I have to say is thank God we're finally getting it. It has been one interesting high school experience these past 4 years, but we definitely made the best of it. From clueless and unknowing freshmen to still pretty clueless seniors, we really did start from the bottom. Now it looks like the whole team's here. We've been through a lot, the destructive LNU fires, a global pandemic, and of course, online school during junior year, which was traumatizing to put it lightly. Just these last couple of weeks alone, with all the senior events going on, have gone by so incredibly fast, I could barely keep up. However, despite these obstacles that were thrown at us, we remained resilient and got through them. We were here to pick each other up during these hard times and celebrate the good ones. Now we're just about ready to walk this stage and graduate high school for the very first time. At least I hope so. As we are hours away from being pushed into the world and starting the next stages of our lives, I want to remind you all to use your moments in high school as a stepping stone to something greater. Pursue excellence in every aspect of your life. Learn from your failures and appreciate the little things. Honestly, class of 22, your backs must hurt from carrying the weight of being one of the best ever classes to walk these halls. We were so successful in so many areas: academics, athletics, clubs, the arts, and whatever else there is to be good at. I have no doubt in my mind that every individual amongst me will do great things. I'll leave you all with this quote from a well-known philosopher, acclaimed poet, and philanthropist, Snoop Dogg. You might not have a car or a big gold chain. Stay true to yourself, and things will change. Thank you for all the amazing memories 2022. Go do great things and celebrate this amazing accomplishment that you earned for yourself. Congratulations, and go Bulldogs.
And now we will hear from our valedictorians. Prior to speaking, Assistant Principal Melissa Manini will bestow each of them with their valedictorian medal. The first to speak to you this morning is Jesseline Avalos.
Hi guys. Okay. I'd like to congratulate my fellow valedictorians. I know that there's a few of you missing today. However, I'm still so proud of the class of 2022. We've dealt with 1.5 years robbed of a high school experience and been forced to look at each other by a 1920 by 1080 pixel square and learn US history. Though it's unconventional, we all made it to Diploma Day. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a child of 2 immigrants. My mom is from, oh my God, I'm sorry. My mom is from Bulacan in the Philippine Islands, and my dad is from Tacámbaro, Michoacán, Mexico. Oh my God. These 2 have dedicated their lives to make sure me and my brother have had everything we've ever wanted. From my brother's various game consoles, to my little red Mini Cooper that loves to break down at the Little Caesars parking lot. They've made sure that we are happy and fit in a country that they're still learning to understand. I stand here for my parents, my brother, and my grandma in Mexico that never learned how to read or write, and say I made it here. And I hope I made you guys proud. Oh my God. There's a little bit more. Mahal na mahal ko kayo. Espero que tus sacrificios han valido la pena. For translation, that means I love you guys very much, and I hope I made your sacrifices worth it. I love you. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alexandra Bulris. That one's a hard one to follow. So can we, everybody, just give another hand to Jesseline, please? Okay. The other day, my mom and I were cleaning, and she moved a candle holder that I've grown used to seeing around my house pretty much my entire life. On the candle holder is a phrase I've grown used to seeing. Sorry, one second. If not you, then who? This candle was a gift to my mom when my nanny passed away. She was a middle school teacher, and at her funeral, her colleague told the story about my nanny saying this to him whenever he didn't want to do something. That is what I want each of my classmates and those here to celebrate us to think. If not you, then who? I'll be honest, I'm often the first person to say I don't want to go first when it comes to a lot. It can be difficult to be the decisive one, to put yourself out there, afraid that you will fail. But if not you, then who? Who is going to help you to be successful if not yourself? We must go forth with a mindset that we have what it takes to accomplish despite failure, and we must lead others to do the same. Be someone who another turns to in times of hardship. Be motivated and passionate when it comes to everything that you do, and show that in your work ethic and your perseverance when it comes to difficult tasks. Be the one who is willing to make a change when you see something that is wrong. I believe that our legacy will lie in the way that we interact with others and in the way that we move forward despite struggling. Thank you to all those who are here to celebrate this momentous occasion with us, the teachers, staff members, family members, and parents. And finally, congratulations to all of us graduates for making this great accomplishment and for overcoming so much. I ask you all one last time, if not you, then who? I now have the honor of welcoming Juliana Ernie to the stage.
Thank you. I would first like to thank my family for always pushing me to be the best I could, and especially to my older brother, Gabe, for setting the best example of a big brother. It's been a rough few years at Vaca High. It was sophomore year when everything changed, and we all thought we were getting an extended spring break, and that obviously turned out differently than we had predicted. But despite the pandemic, I continued to thrive as one thing pulled me out of the monotony of isolation, and that was music. I owe so much of my success at Vaca High to music. It changed me from a timid and shy kid into the confident and dedicated person I am today. I was forced out of my comfort zone, playing new genres of music, pushing myself to higher levels of discipline, auditioning for honor bands and being singled out for solos. I learned to be confident, even in my mistakes. I worked even harder to achieve a greater degree of success than ever before as a musician and as a student and as a person. I wouldn't be up here without music, so I want to thank Mr. Haraut for always being my mentor. He's been my trumpet teacher since 5th grade, and he's been encouraging me to grow since. He's taught me how to persist and never give up, even when things get very frustrating. And I couldn't have gotten this far without your guidance, and I am forever grateful. If I had to choose a theme for the class of 2022, it would be change. Our high school experience has been anything but normal. Cut short by the pandemic, we had to adapt to distance learning for the entirety of junior year, which was not very fun. And then we had to readjust back into in-person learning. And we had APs, and we had quasi-mesters, and a lot of missed opportunities, but we all dealt with it, all 500-something of us, and we were able to succeed. I hope you can look back at your time at Vaca High and remember how you grew and progressed despite the circumstances, even when it felt as though the whole world worked against you. And now, as we are moving into one of the biggest changes of our lives, I hope we can all accept the challenges that are to come and adapt to them. And honestly, after everything we've faced here, I think we're ready. I wish you all luck in whatever your post-high school plans may be. Thank you. I will now introduce our next speaker, Joshua File.
I thought for a long time about what I wanted to say in my valedictorian speech. After all, the school board's here, I better get this right. But somehow nothing I thought of seemed quite right. I'd go through and say a heartfelt thank you to all my parents, teachers, and everyone who's helped me along the way. But you all don't want to sit through that. I could talk about how much I love this class and how I'll miss you guys. But there will be plenty more reminiscing and heartfelt goodbyes to come later. I could talk about how our class did something historic by overcoming and enduring the challenges of a pandemic. But quite honestly, I'm sick of hearing about COVID. I could say the future is ours to make. We have bright futures ahead of all of us, but you guys will have heard that enough by the time this is over. I could even attempt to get TikTok famous by bashing the administration in a fiery diatribe on my way out. But I like this school, all right, and besides, they're still holding my diploma. Touché, Mr. White. So instead, I'll just leave you with this spin on an old cliche. Class of 2022, it's been real, it's been good. I dare to say it's been real good. Congrats on your accomplishment. Here's to the good times to come. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce your next valedictorian, Jack Hobbs.
What's up, y'all? So I'm Jack, and I know everyone's dying to go home and party and stuff, so I'll make this quick. I just want to thank every single one of you who I've ever interacted with over the course of high school, whether it be an acquaintance from a short conversation or my best friend in the whole world. You all have shaped who I am today, and I'm so grateful. And huge congrats to everyone here for graduating. I know it took a lot of hard work. When I step away from this podium, I want y'all to give yourself a round of applause. But no speech is complete without a quote. In the words of famed rapper Kanye West, poopy-dee scoop, scoop-dee whoop, whoop-dee scoop-dee poop. Thank you. And now I have the honor of presenting my amazing little sister, Kelsey Hobbs.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kelsey Hobbs. I know my peers have expressed this already, but once again, I'd like to give a big, warm welcome to our graduating class of 2022 and the teachers, family, and friends who helped us on our journey throughout high school. If you've ever met me, you probably know that I really like space. I'm even going to UCLA to study astrophysics. We here at Vacaville High are like Earth, in our own little section of the constantly expanding, impossibly large universe. And the people of Earth have always been inquisitive. Over the past 5,000 years of recorded history, humans have discovered things like the dinosaurs who used to roam the land, creatures who live at the depths of the sea, almost 27,000 feet below sea level, and evidence of civilizations from thousands and thousands of years ago. And we've since turned to space. All humans are created with a thirst for knowledge, and we've used that to discover planets, star systems light years away from us, and even a black hole at the center of our universe. Like these astronomers, we at Vacaville High will soon turn to the world as we graduate to expand our own sense of the universe. We'll go to universities and trade schools, community colleges, or right into an industry. And while we have faced struggles, roadblocks, and even a worldwide pandemic, we have had the strength and motivation to surpass them. Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, one of the founding fathers of modern rocketry and aeronautics, once said, "The Earth is the cradle of humanity, but mankind cannot stay in the cradle forever." This is our chance to step out and create our own place within this universe, making our own discoveries while soaking in all of the experiences our planet has to offer. I wish each and every single one of you good luck in your future journeys. I know that we are ready to leave our mark. Next, I'd like to introduce the wonderful, the amazing, the amazingly wonderful Alyssa Jaricki.
What's up, guys? Okay. Good morning, friends, families, and above all, the class of 2022. I'd like to start by thanking my parents and all of the parents here today who've sacrificed so much for us over the last 4 years. I know I wouldn't be standing up here giving this speech without the endless love and support from my mom and dad throughout this crazy journey that we call high school. I mean, at Vacaville High, getting A's was pretty hard, but not as hard as finding a parking spot. And for that, I'd like to thank Zenobi, Darren, and the lovely office staff that saw me more than they probably wanted to during senior year. Graduates, today marks an accomplishment that we've been patiently anticipating for what seems like our whole lives. I encourage us all to enjoy this irreplaceable moment in the present, but to also not overlook the unfathomable measures that it took to get here. The trials and tribulations we've endured deserve to be commemorated, for we are no doubt one of the most resilient classes this school has ever seen. But I won't go on a tangent about COVID-19 and the struggles of distance learning, because these seniors have worked long and hard to ensure that the sacred school spirit here at Vacaville High School has not only been restored to campus, but amplified. To say the least, our senior year was insanely epic, and I know I speak for us all when I say that we are sad to see it go. But today, our lives are inevitably changing. After this ceremony, we will toss up our caps and remove our gowns, taking a huge step toward our individual future paths. I won't lie, change is terrifying, and sometimes thinking about life after high school makes me want to see a therapist. But something I've come to learn at Vacaville High is that change is absolutely necessary for personal growth. So to the class of 2022, I'd like to leave us with some advice. Embrace this change. Change your habits, change your mindset, change your life, and change it all again. Because there's no better time than now to start working towards everything we've ever dreamed of, and change will help us get there. I promise that we will get lost in our future endeavors, but finding ourselves in the end will be more than worth it, and I'm beyond eager and honored to see where we will all end up. Vacaville High School, thank you for the best high school experience I could have ever imagined. As Winnie the Pooh once said, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Thank you, and congratulations to the legendary class of 2022! Now, please welcome one of my best friends of 10 years to the stage, Nicole Litico.
Good morning. My name is Nicole Litico, and it is truly an honor to be speaking before all of you today. The class of 2022 has certainly experienced various challenges, but we've gone through these last 4 years together, and I'm so proud of each and every one of our accomplishments. Our high school years have been one massive lesson so that our experiences may catalyze our futures. We are forced to become self-advocates so that we are ready to stand up for ourselves and others in the real world. We've been taught to adjust our expectations and be relentless in pursuit of greatness no matter the circumstances. From COVID restrictions and distance learning, our teachers guided us on the path to success, even in an odd format. With the stress of difficult classes, we aided each other, instilling confidence in our friends. And as we've had to make some of the most important decisions of our lives these last few months, we have learned not to fear the future, but to embrace our goals and wants for our own lives. The late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg left us with these words: "Do not take no for an answer. Regard every opportunity, every encounter as an opportunity to teach someone." Throughout our high school careers, we've all been told no. No, that is too difficult. No, you failed. No, you cannot be that, cannot do that. No, no, no. And while we may have listened and been beaten down by the words of others, this is the time to recognize that we must be the ones to break that cycle and say no back. No, we can do this. No, we will overcome. No, my failure does not define me. We do not have to give up due to disagreement. After all, that is why there is such thing as a dissenting opinion. When society has made our generation out to be weak, we have proven that we are strong. The epitome of success does not lie in the number of times that you were told yes. It is revealed through your response in the times that you were told no. I encourage all of us to think back to our time at Vacaville High School and utilize these shared lessons with zeal as we navigate this next chapter of our lives. What we have learned has built us up to become as powerful as we are today, a strong foundation for who we will become, wherever you've decided to go. So class of 2022, I urge you not to take no for an answer. Take this time to teach others your point of view. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce your next valedictorian speaker, the wonderful Emily Pell.
Hey guys. First of all, I want to congratulate the class of 2022, our faculty, and our families, because our high school experience was truly unlike any other, but we made it. In the middle of our sophomore year, which is usually the point in high school where, for the most part, you have everything figured out, our whole world turned upside down. I don't even have to say what it is. Everyone here already knows what I'm referring to. It was an event where the whole world felt a common devastation and fear. We faced isolation from our friends and families, increased rates of depression, fear of losing a loved one, ideological tensions, a tragic fire where many of our peers lost their homes, and we had to transition to a completely virtual learning space for the first time in our lives. All of this in the midst of junior year, our hardest academic year and the year colleges look at the most. No matter what type of student you were, either barely graduating or top of your class, we all felt a mutual struggle. And after all that chaos flew by, we were thrown into our senior year, and it was time to start figuring out the rest of our lives. At times, I felt extremely overwhelmed, which led to imposter syndrome and a lack of motivation to even focus on the most basic assignment in front of me. But at the end of the day, I persevered. More importantly, we persevered. And being here today, graduating, attests to that. Now, I'm sure we all feel relieved it's finally over, but the truth is, life will continue to throw its worst at us, even after we graduate. But if we somehow manage to survive this, I think we will be able to survive almost anything adulthood has our way. There's a quote that always spoke to me. It goes something like, "Doing what's easy will bring a hard life, but doing what's hard will bring an easy life." I believe our high school experience embodies this. The struggle will one day be worth it. So take what we've experienced and use it as your training wheels as you continue to push and persevere throughout your life. Before I conclude my speech, I wanted to give a shout out to my peers who were in the top 10 with me, but didn't meet the school board's requirements to be valedictorians. In my opinion, you guys deserve to be up here just as much as we do, if not more. I'd like to shout out our rank 10, Raquel Arevalo, our, our rank 9, Jordan Sallier, our rank 4, Oscar Pineda, and our rank 3, Daphne Knabe. Your hard work and brilliance will not go unnoticed today. Thank you. Now I'd like to hand it off to Shami Perez.
Hello, my name is Shamilet Perez. I just want to express how extremely proud I am of all of you. Throughout high school, the most important thing I have learned is that everyone's path in life is different. But as long as you are happy with your own, that is all that truly matters. I'm here to support you all in whatever your heart desires. Overall, I wish you all good luck and hope you accomplish your dreams. Sorry. I, for one, would love to one day live on a ranch with 2 weenie dogs and 4 cows. And my family, of course. Okay. I would like to thank all of my teachers and friends who have supported me and witnessed me stressing over the littlest things. Even my little niece and nephew who frequently love to draw on my homework. But of course, les quiero agradecer a mis papás. Gracias por darme el mundo, aunque vinieron aquí a los Estados Unidos sin nada. Gracias por amarme y soportarme incondicionalmente. Estoy bien orgullosa de ustedes por salir adelante y superar sus dificultades. Los quiero mucho. Gracias a toda mi familia. Si se puede, y que vive México. I would like to introduce you, my friend and your next valedictorian, Aubrey Rose.
Okay, although there are some absent people on this stage today, I am so proud of each and every single one of us nonetheless who get to walk across the stage today and say that we made it, and that our hard work has finally paid off. I am one of 14 very hardworking valedictorians, and I know that without a doubt we will all make it far in our future endeavors with our strong will to persevere and our drive to stay motivated throughout hard times. Being stripped of a chunk of our high school experience, having to learn over Zoom classes, and struggling with personal issues in the midst of teaching ourselves high school. I would have not made it this far, nor been given the opportunity to speak on this stage today without the support that I get from my teachers, my sisters, my girlfriend, and my loved ones. I wish you all success with whatever it is that you're passionate about and choose to pursue in the future, and I'm so proud of everybody graduating today. Continue to work hard and do whatever it is that makes you happy because it will pay off in the long run with support and motivation. Good luck, everybody, and thank you so much for making my high school experience a memorable one. I will now give the stage to Colin Schmutzler.
Oh, we gotta adjust this one for me. Sorry. All right. Bear with me, guys. We're almost done. Good morning to the class of 2022 and our friends and family in attendance. I would first like to give thanks to my own friends and family for keeping me afloat during this wonderful yet stressful part of my life. I would also like to show my appreciation to every teacher that I've had from kindergarten to senior year for helping shape me into the person I am today. Your dedication to your students is priceless, and I can only hope that you recognize the immense impact that you've had on all of us. Now, to my fellow graduates, most, if not all of you know me best for having the physique of a basketball player, but the surprising ability to dance. And as someone who's been a student of dance for just as long as I've been a student of our core subjects, I thought it would be appropriate to share some of the wisdom I've gained and will be taking with me as we all move on to this new and foreign part of our lives. One of the first things instilled in me as a dancer was to always perform 100% full out as if it was my last time on stage. The past few years was a tremendous eye-opener for all of us that no amount of time or opportunity is guaranteed and can be taken from us at any moment. I think it's important for us to live life with this perspective that nothing is promised. Go into this next chapter full out and full steam ahead. Be willing to make mistakes and fall flat on your face as long as you don't shy away from the twists and turns that come with adulthood. Something else that I've learned throughout the years is to remind myself why I love what I do and do what I love. As we go into an exciting time of confusion, stress, and uncertainty, try to discover your purpose and maintain it as much as possible. Remember the things you love the most, especially in moments of adversity. Don't lose sight of what makes you the individual that you are in the midst of the most transformative time of our lives. What I would like my class of 2022 peers to take from all of this is the desire to materialize your biggest aspirations. Run into this next phase confidently and passionately for what you want to see for yourself, and don't be afraid to share your passion and love with the world. Thank you, and happy Pride Month to everyone. And now introducing our final speaker, Jaden White.
I want to start by saying congratulations, you made it to the end of the speeches, and yes, this is the last one. Forrest Gump famously said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get."
And man, have we had a mixed box of chocolates given to us over the last 4 years. From fires in our hometown, to using our rival school's football field during our construction, to COVID barring us from being in person at school. We've had to play sports with masks, missed our junior year winter ball, which typically happens to be our biggest fundraiser for prom. Our Friday night football games were canceled, and even just eating lunch together at school was gone. Those are the fruit chocolates, the chocolate box rejects. You know, the ones you bite into, then immediately spit out. Now, we've also been given some delicious chocolates. We're an amazing school that runs on black and orange. We have dedicated teachers who put their heart and soul into us, administrators who fight to make our years here memorable, and family who supports us through it all. So here we are, the class of 2022. We had this mixed box of chocolates and made the best of it. Those fruit rejects, they tested our resilience and made us stronger. So we played sports with masks, but we still made it out as School of the Year. Yeah, our junior year winter ball was canceled, but we worked as a team to make last weekend's prom happen. We, as the class of 2022, not only succeeded, but thrived. There will be plenty more obstacles thrown our way after we leave Vaca High, but if we can graduate after doing school on Zoom while driving, Zoom while making gourmet meals in the kitchen, and even Zoom while sleeping, we can survive whatever box of chocolates life gives us. You might soon forget these speeches you heard like you forget most stuff you learn in class. Sorry, teachers. But if you can remember one thing, let it be that your persistence is what has gotten you to this point and is what will continue to drive you to the point you're going to. Fellow graduates, congratulations. Yes, life is like a box of chocolates, and I hope most of your chocolates are good. But remember your resilience when you bite into those bad ones. We did it!
Could we please give all of those valedictorians and Ella a great big round of applause? Would our senior musicians please now join the ensemble? Now, in honor of the senior class, the Vacaville High School Symphonic Orchestra and Band, directed by Melinda Ellis, will perform Take On Me and Good For You. Mr. Santa Padre, it is my honor to present to you the Vacaville High School class of 2022.
Thank you, Mr. White, and good morning to the class of 2022. Superintendent Shamia could not be here this morning as she is home recovering from an illness, and she sends her regrets. She loves being here on this graduation morning. So this morning, since we have already heard quotes from Snoop Dogg, Kanye, Winnie the Pooh, and Forrest Gump, there's really not much left to say. I will add that the one number that stuck in my head this morning is 498. That is a big graduating class at Vacaville High School. And to think 498 of you overcame all of those barriers, roadblocks that we heard about. 498 of you achieved at a high level. 498 of you are here today to celebrate. Congratulations, class of 2022. I do want to just take one quick minute to thank the faculty and staff at Vacaville High School, because you also had all of those barriers, roadblocks, and things in your way, both personally and professionally. And you kept your eye on these students and their success. You kept pushing them, even though it was on Zoom. You kept working with them so they could be here this morning and achieve at their highest levels. Faculty and staff, have a good break. Thank you so much. Now, would the President of the Board of Education, John Jansen, please come forward to accept the class of 2022. As Associate Superintendent, I verify that the students seated before us have completed the rigorous set of requirements set forth by the State of California and the Vacaville Unified School District. Each student is therefore eligible to participate in this graduation ceremony. It is my pleasure to present to you the senior class from Vacaville High School, class of 2022.
As Vacaville Unified School Board President, it's my privilege to announce that this senior class of 2022 has fulfilled the academic requirements set forth and has earned and is awarded the diplomas issued by the Vacaville Unified School District. Congratulations, seniors.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride that I now present the class of 2022. Graduates in the first row, please rise and take your place to receive your diploma.
Ava Biaggi. Allison Marie Pewitt. Jude Adsuara. Joshua Moe. Ronald Dwayne Rolette. Mia Agard. Danielle Ashley Abenohar. Carson Ackerman. Liza Lynette Adame. Cooper Adame O'Donnell. Matthew Tiglau Agbayani. Joseph Cruz Aguayo. Jimena Aguilar Arriaga. Maylong George Ahern. Elijah Douglas Alexander. Aaron Allender. Eric Almarinez. Ollie Maisha Alvarado. Dylan Joseph Alvarez. Israel Alvarez. Francisco Ángel. Michael Apolinario. Tyra Applerose. Lauren Aquino. Raquel Arevalo. Robert Arndt. Jared Rainier Arnold. Yesenia Arriola. Abigail Arteaga. Talisha Ascari Roberts. Jesline Avalos. Eduardo Avalos. Liliana Esperanza Ayala. Aiden Bachagalupi. Leah Beisman. Ryan Ballou. Tessa Bannon. Dean Bassham. Wyatt Basie. Gavin Richard Bates. Joshua Caleb Salonga Bautista. Vani Bawa. Martín Becerra. Diego Becerra. Natalie Bennett.
Aiden Burr. Ethan Birch. Darlis Blanca Salcedo. David Blanca Salcedo. Sydney Saka Bowling. Blake Bozini. Jason Brawning. Sean Brayshaw. Abby Broussard. Katrina Brown. Mari Brown. Cameron Bubak. Lucas Buchanan Palmer. Alexandra Bolris. Devin Calzasha. Ayana Camacho. Carlene Viviani Camacho. Francisco Camarena Ayala. Charles Coeli. Alexis Cardenas Rivas. Sofia Care. Ethan Caro. Jessica Carpenter. Fatera Carrington. Arwin Caruso. McKenna Caspers. Reina Castillo. Audrey Castillo. Antonio Cervantes Castillo IV. Alana Castillo. Braden Caulfield. Sarah Colley. Geraldine Ceballos Torres. Lisette Serrateño Ayala. Julio Serrateño Perez. Hannah Chamberlain. Leah Chamberlain. Margaret Chancellor. Luna Cassandra Chavez. Dylan Jacob Cho. Cassie Marie Clausen. Matthew Cole. Ella Grace Connolly. Mia Conry. Kimberly Contreras. Jeremiah Cooper. Brian Alexander Cooper. Allison Nicole Cornejo. Colin Richard Costigan.
Gavin Wyatt Crail. Luke Charles Creedon. Emmanuel Cruz Venegas. Alexis Damian. Joshua Mendoza Dario. Amanda Marie Davis. Sophia Dayton. Malia DeSalle. Alicia Lene De La Roseby. Rafael Delgado. Roger Delgado. Kaisha Alexis Demick. Elijah Pascual Demaris. Joseph Demaris. Ariana D'Souza. Bianca Di Silvestro. Jack T. Dockery. Luke Dodge. Devon Royce Fachel DeHelio. Jake Donaldson. Travis Martin Dorman. Matthew Dorsett. Justin Doddle. Angelina Miyoko Douglas. Hillel Duval. Catherine Driscoll. Pedro Duenas Jr. McKenna Duncan. Ashley Dunn. Austin Dido. Caitlin Eddy. Jacob Lance Edmonds. Haley Edmonds. Angelisa Jada Ellison. Marissa Enns. Juliana Charlize Borba Ernie. Eli Escamilla. Blake James Espino. Robbie Espinosa. Maureen Catherine Carolyn Capellino Espinosa. Sidlali Espinosa Alamo. Francisco Estevez Jr. Victoria Estrada Velasquez. Jake Rocco Falchetta. Cameron Jacob Fosher. Joshua Mark File. Tatum Lynn Ferdig. Brendan Fernandez. Anthony Fernandez. AJ Reese Fernandez.
Jillian Rose Ferreira. Adam Feen. Madeline Grace Finnegan. Jordan Michael Florendo. Caden Matthew Flores. Cassandra Thea Flores. Sophia Lynn Federero. Joseph Luis Ford. Gabriella Laureen Fowler. Kaylee Frankson. Shania Cheyenne Freeman. Esmeralda Frutos Diaz. Fatima Jennifer Frutos Diaz. Jared Matthew Gallagher. Lauren Gammon. Adrian Rapinette Ganuton. Alexander Cesar Del Rosario Garcia. Brittany Marielli Garcia. Christian Joseph Garza. Catherine Noel Gifford. Andrea Viviana Gill. Emma Lou Safarati Joya. Catherine Mary Francis Glade. Mia Elizabeth Gladney. Hayden Forrest Gomes. Eric Andrew Gomez. Paisley Renee Gomez.
Joshua Michael Gomez. Alexis Gomez Limas. Mariana Montserrat Gomez Pena. Brenda Lynn Gonzalez. Ivan Israel Gonzalez. Fernando Gonzalez. Cameron Marie Gonzalez. Maria Gonzalez Hernandez. Axel Gonzalez Hernandez. Irving Adair Gonzalez. Abigail Marie Goodner. Carly Ann Goodson. Jacob Elias Gorham. Morgan Marie Green. Cole Anthony Reynold Griss. Caitlin May Griffin. Dana Grijalva Montoya. Christian Nicholas Gutierrez. Andrew Stephen Hagerman. Grace Helen Sheila Hale. Faith Hamilton. Jorel Hansen. Andrew James Hansen.
Ryan Hansen. Jaden Harder. Ariel Hartley. Terrence Tyrone Hastings II. Chauncey Michael Haynes. Edward Healy. Enrique Antonio Henriquez Jr. Isaac Angel Hernandez Troncoso. Leonardo Herrera. Brianna Herrera Jimenez. Mariel Higarera Buenrostro. Lauren Hill. Nancy Abigail Hinojosa Lira. Jack Ryan Montgomery Hobbs.
Kelsey Patricia Hobbs. Paul Thomas Hobbs. Riley Sterling Hodges. Bella Rose Holzel. Amani Michael Holiday. Cassidy Howell. Madison Hull. Gavin Hurlbut. Sabir Ali Husseini. Cesar Ibarra. Haley Irving. Grant Wallace Jacobson. Alyssa Jennifer Jariki. Emily Petramika Jensen. Tess Anna Marie Johnson. Samantha Paige Johnson. Owen Johnson. Hannah Ray Louise Johnson. Hannah Nicole Johnson. Emma Johnson. Jacob Jones. Carly Jung. Noah Kavai Ho'olana Ka'ai. Ryan Kariolich. Brandy Kay. Allison Lindsay Kelly. Eric Keskel Moffitt. Connor Kim. Sarah Elizabeth Kincaid. Julianne Kerouac. Jonathan Klein. Daphne Kanabe. Taylor Coastal. Caden Kraus. Becca Grace Krikovich. Logan Craig Kuehl.
Joseph Kuntz. Camden Lamphere. Jake Lander.
Gabriel Laura. Michaela Larson. Isaiah Anthony Latona. Blanca Rosa Lazaro Vega. Adam Noah Leary. Angelo Letty. Leanna Lee. Luke Lehman. Michael Lehman. Darian Leon Guerrero. Fatima Leon Rivera. Lucas Levengood. Benjamin Lewis. Jason Lequa. Nicole Suzanne Liddicoat. Graham Lightfoot. Brandon Liu. Brandon Lopez. Matthew Lopez. Asher Love. Sierra Lucero. Erica Daniel Luis. Grace Ma. Peyton Ma. Miss Kalia Sophia Faye Macklin. Cameron Malone. Hayden Marino. Sharina Marquez. Robert Marquez. Ethan Marshall. Renee Muklas Marta. Kylie Martin. Maria Guadalupe Martinez Jimenez. Samuel Mascot. Jeffrey Matthews. Ashley Morgan Mauricio. Zach Minerich. Yana Sharice McNary. Logan McNeely. Marie McVeigh. Isaiah Kainoa Medina. Marilyn Kiana Medina Barragan. Karen Medina. Ashley Melendres Saucedo. Justin J.J. Menacini. Elizabeth Meza.
Sarah Christine Miller. Harley Milliken. Elena Jade Minear. Johnson Mitchell. Emmeline Grace Monroe. Nathaniel Lee Monroe. Zachary Moore. Nylea Eileen Mora. Diego Morales Polito. Caleb Morant. Ana E. Moreno. Dylan Mosley. Tate Mosley. Dominic Mata. Sean Murray. Cielo Michaela Narano. Sarah Nash. Octavio Navarrete. Caitlin Justina Need. Victoria Lynn Nicing. Kendall Newberry Straws. Raina Nui. Cassidy Newland. Isabella Nilsson. Isaac Norman. Jeffrey J.T. Norman. Mark Norton. Angelie O'Connor. Francisco Ochoa. Matthew Bubba Oaks. Mason Olney.
Mateo Oriana. Ruby Orozco Leon. Sophia Ortiz. Rachel Over. Melody Padilla. Victoria Panacci. Jose Paniagua. Savannah Parrish. Jacob Parks. Mackenzie Patelzik. Taylor Patnode. Alyssa Pauley. Emily Marie Pell. Helena Pendergraft. Shamalit Perez. Carla Miss Dalia Perez Claudio. Matthew Perez Valenzuela. Noah Patrick Pergakis.
Matthew Scott Peterson. Sean Pettit. Miles Phillips. Oscar Pineda. Jaden Pintner. Anaceli Huerta Plasencia. Amanda Eileen Plowman. Timothy Plowman. Evan Polkinghorn. Cesar Arturo Portugal. Hugo Alejandro Portugal. Jenna Louise Potter. Dylan Douglas Power. Carmen Michaela Poles. Ilse Alejandra Preciado. Lorelei Joyce Preciado. Miguel Alejandro Preciado. Roman Gabriel Price. Zoe Pritchard. Brandon Probus. Sana Purcell. Olivia Calise Pye. Walker Alexander Quintero. Jorge Rafael Ramirez. Madison Danielle Raggets. Sofia Angelina Ramos. Mariana Karime Rangel Duarte. Wendy Rangel Huerta. Rodrigo Loya Reyes. Jose Antonio Reyes. Jose Rico. Tyler Owen Riley. Jason Rivers. Ryan Roberts. Naya Marie Robinson. Jesse Robles. Spencer Roderick. Otavio Rodriguez. Marissa Angeli Rodriguez. Benjamin Reardon. Diego Rojas. Giselle Gamboa Romero. Aubrey Ray Rose. Caitlin Robert Christine Roser. Nolan Michael Ross. Nicholas Rossi. Kellen Thomas Ruiz. Alex Jacob Russell. Aiden Jeffrey Russell. Riley Saka. Jordan Salur Gummo. Diana Maritza Sanabria Pineda. Jennifer Rangel. Haley Sandu. Melanie Sandoval Ponce. Akira Danielle Santier. Jada Ami Santiago. Lucas Arterio. Megan Savage. Elijah Shimmer. Colin Schmutzler. Isabella Alexandra Scott. Christina Segura Picasso. Trevin Seifert. Emma Sarrow.
Taylor Shaw. Hannah Marie Shelton. Layla Jessica Shepard. Sayu Shrestha. Quincy Sibley. Milo Jean-Francois Silva. Diana Araceli Silva Aguirre. Joshua Silvera. Zach Silver. Krista Cimental. Taylor Sizemore. Sarah Singer. Mia Singer. Javier Sixto. Landon Sladek. Bradley Sonre. Madison Solisano. Aiden Somo. Devin Sorcy Moore. RJ Spillers. Blake Sutton. Malia Steamers. Kellen Steplight. Dylan Stevenson. Leah Stockton. Morgan Sweeney. Chase Sweeney. Kaylani Summer Takauchi. Katie Talmadge. Crystal Turner Tamayo. Mackenzie Morgan Taylor. Kyle Ty. Ben Thiessen. Abigail Grace Thomas.
Ariel Till. Gabriella Timms. Angel Hart Tolentino. Joaquin Roman Hernandez Torres. Galilea Torres Gomez. Adelina Toscano. Isabella Trailer. Dwayne Tubig. Carmen Alicia Urbina Campos. Logan Valedor. Tuesday, Sue Vanderpool.
Hunter Veneer. Tanner Van Catwick. Alyssa Vasquez. Ryan Vaughn. Rafael Vidal Jr. Brianna Vu. Armand Walland. Noah Bailey Waldron. Logan Wallstrom. Jake Walters. Emma Watson. Paige Becca Weigart. Zoe Jane Wentz. Cameron White. Jaden Lee White. Antonio Whitaker. Diana Witten. Joshua Wilbar. Anthony Wiley. Olivia Grace Wilhelms. Delaney Wilkerson. Kylie Lauren Williams. Evan Wilson. Reagan Withers. Riley Withers. David Witzel. Dylan Adrian Barcelona Wong. Haley Wurzbach. Serena Yang. Jacob Youngberg. Antonio Lorenzo Zavati. Daniel Zayas. Angelie Zapata. A.B. Cepeda Sarate. And Kiara Zwick. I have 10 minutes. We have some students who qualify for graduation but are not able to make it today. Their names are Brianne Anderson, Eilina Elise Esqueda, Danielle Rodriguez Filho, Kyla Ann Jackson, Jackson Liu, Mara Milian, Kira Noonan, Napier Pineda, Roxana Elizabeth Ramos Arteaga, Benjamin Scully, Ethan Sturm, Miranda White, and Tyler Wyndham. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Woo! Graduates of the class of 2022, please stand. You have now earned the right to move your tassel to the left of your mortarboard. And on behalf of the faculty, staff, and larger community of Vacaville High School, congratulations!